On December 9th of 2023, a hospital surgeon is freaking out after seeing something that she couldn't believe. According to her, she was inside the operating room filming a video for her surgical students when she had to stop and leave immediately. As she states, something was watching her. Now this video comes from a social account that doesn't post anything like this. All the videos on this page are purely educational and meant for students who want to become surgical technicians. But this video, however, was posted for anyone who could help explain this. Tiffany has no idea what was captured, but hopes that someone does. This is her footage. Watch.
At chromic catgut, the difference is, I'm so sorry, my brain. Okay, here we go, back. Okay. So here we have two different kinds of sutures, polypropylene monofilament and chromic catgut. The difference between these two is that this one is dissolvable and it's animal derived, and the sutures last anywhere from 60 to 90 days. I'm really tearing up right now. I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. Can you please just show yourself? Just give me a sign. Do whatever you want.
What was meant to be a simple lesson on sutures had turned into something out of a nightmare. Tiffany writes that she had caught a glimpse of a figure standing at the window, which then quickly fled away to the other side of the hospital. It was brief, but terrifying enough to put Tiffany in a state of shock. She couldn't exactly tell what it was that she saw, but based on what others have reported seeing at this hospital, Tiffany thinks this may have been the so-called ghost of this place. Almost everyone there has either seen or heard something strange, and for some reason, it's the women's restroom that's by far the most haunted. For this reason, Tiffany hurries over to the spot, but nothing is seen. That is, until minutes later, when this is captured. A door opens on its own, and eerily, a dark figure rushes past the automatic doors. But even more unsettling is the fact that it quickly moves from one side to the other. This fleeting motion only makes it creepier. Now, to this day, there's only 1 or 2 videos on this account that talks about this incident. Aside from those, not much has been said about this, but unfortunately, as with most videos, this one remains some mystery. Now, the following video was submitted to me by Connor M., who was home alone when this happened. The house that Connor lives in is on a street where people's homes often get burglarized. But, despite living in a dangerous neighborhood, nothing could have prepared him for what occurred in his house. Connor briefly describes the events of that night. In his own words, "I was alone. My daughter stayed over at my ex-wife's house. My dog was outside. I'm still shaken up by this." It's late at night when Connor hears shuffling in the kitchen. This is his footage. Watch.
If anybody's here, I'm calling the cops. No! No!
Somehow, a knife launches off and flies straight towards Connor. Thankfully missing him, the sharp blade lays close to his feet. But had he stood any closer, this video would have had a rather unfortunate outcome. From fearing that someone broke into his house to encountering this, Connor was immensely terrified. As he states, when it comes to things that can't be seen, there's no telling when the knife in your kitchen might fling itself at you with no apparent cause. Now that's creepy. In the following video, a concerned mother is recording her daughter, who just told her that a guy is scary inside her room.
What guy?
The guy.
The guy is at the door.
Guy.
Can we go together?
Yeah.
Do you want to open the door or you want mommy to open it?
I want mommy to open it.
Okay.
He's in there.
The guy?
Yeah. He's scary.
He's scary.
I'm scared.
It's okay.
No.
No one appears to be in this room, yet strangely, Jessica's daughter sees someone who she says is scary. Now, despite there being nothing alarming, there is something in this room that's worth noting. The playhouse in the center is a space where Jessica's daughter often plays in. Most of her time is spent playing or eating inside, which is why Jessica decided to renovate the playhouse to make her feel more at home.
For a house tour of Emma's playhouse. Then Emma, I'm gonna show them the door, okay? She really wanted it to have a doorbell camera like our front door, so I put on.
From the color of the house to the same doorbell, every detail was inspired by the actual house they live in. However, only a few days after remodeling, something strange had occurred. On the night of January 3rd of 2025, the doorbell camera started to record. Now, this only happens when someone is at the door and near the doorbell, but upon being activated, the camera recorded this. Jessica was completely baffled as she wasn't expecting the door to open on its own. If it was just the doorbell going off by itself, then one can say that it was just a technical issue. But then, this happens. The door continues to swing open for just a bit, when suddenly, the hair on the mannequin is seen hanging in the air before abruptly falling down. There doesn't appear to be anything that could have caught the strand of hair, and the way it falls makes it seem like someone, or something, had loosened their grip on the strand. Now this whole situation gets creepier when considering that Jessica's daughter occasionally sees a guy in her room, but this guy is never seen. While no evidence of this man exists, there appears to be evidence of something else, and it's not the only evidence that Jessica has. One night, before heading out to a dinner party with friends, she gets a notification from the doorbell camera. Take a look.
I was just about to head out, and I started getting a notification that the doorbell in my kids' room upstairs is going off.
If the video before didn't disturb Jessica, then surely this one did. It starts off again with the doorbell seemingly acting up, but unlike previously, someone or something is heard. Listening through the doorbell's microphone, Jessica and her babysitter hear a distorted noise mixed with someone speaking, but whoever is talking doesn't appear to be saying anything intelligible. In fact, it sounds like someone chanting or speaking a different language. It's hard to say, honestly, but there's no denying that something about this is pretty unsettling. Whether it's the activity in the playhouse or the mentioning of a man who can't be seen, Jessica is thoroughly shaken up and concerned. The playhouse has been taken apart ever since then, but still, from time to time, Jessica's child says that she sees the guy.
What guy?
The guy.
If no one is there, then what exactly is her daughter being afraid of? On July 20th, 2023, a radio station in South America was airing a live broadcast that left many viewers feeling disturbed. The footage was broadcast online, so those who tuned in were totally creeped out. In the broadcast, viewers were introduced to a special guest named Antonio Zamudio, who, according to the host, is someone who has had a history of paranormal experiences. Antonio talks about these experiences, but when he talks about one instance involving a clown doll, the whole studio goes quiet. Viewers could tell that the atmosphere in the room had changed. Everybody was feeling unsettled, and even more so when Antonio showed footage of the clown doll. In the video, Antonio shows a close-up of the clown, which he says was given to him by a family who found it at a garage sale. But after they took it home, things got very strange. They decided to give it to Antonio, given his experience with the paranormal. But one night, after setting up static cameras to record the doll, in case anything strange happens, he captures this. Somehow, the doll moves on its own. Looking closely, it appears to move by itself, at an upright position, before running across the room. Understandably, Antonio was just as baffled as he was terrified. It made sense now as to why the family seemed utterly spooked about this doll. Something wasn't right with it. To this day, Antonio says that he keeps it locked up in a glass case, given what happened that night. It's unknown if anything strange has happened since then, but until any updates are given, the question remains, just how exactly did the clown doll move on its own? October 2024, a young couple watched a scary movie, one the boyfriend had already seen. It's his girlfriend's first time, and just as he imagined, she's completely terrified. It's for this very reason that he decides to film the moment. It would have made for a funny clip, but little does he know, this exact moment would be anything but funny. Now, viewers agreed. It's already creepy enough that they live in a house filled with clown dolls and other horror-themed decorations, but what was captured? It surpasses all of that. As they watch the movie, something is caught.
Of the Son, and the Holy Spirit, by this sign of the Holy Cross of our Lord Jesus Christ, who lives and reigns with the Father and the Holy Spirit. Damien! Defender of the human race.
It's not even scary.
It is scary.
It's not.
Look down and pity.
You killed your mother.
You killed your mother! You killed your mother! You killed...
What was meant to be a funny clip of his girlfriend's reaction turns into something straight out of their movie. Out of nowhere, the clown doll on the wall moves. Unaware of what just happened, she continues watching the film while her boyfriend sits there, speechless, as if the doll had just come alive. Some believe the movie itself had something to do with it, but the couple? They're convinced it was something else. As it turns out, they live right across from a cemetery, one that's quite literally just down the street. The following is the girlfriend's footage. Take a look.
My scary clown video. Okay, so I thought I'd show you that I actually do live across the road from a cemetery. Normally this stuff doesn't scare me, but the clown kind of did.
So then, according to viewers, it's no wonder why the doll had come alive. After all, watching a scary movie right next to a cemetery, it only makes sense that something like this would happen. But, as always, you be the judge. Was this truly paranormal, or just a coincidence? Just what exactly took place that night? This next video comes from a man who, while home alone, spots something out of the corner of his eye. It happens while he's in his living room, casually scrolling on his phone. But for some reason, he can't shake the feeling someone is watching him. Paranoia starts creeping in. Maybe it's just in his head, he tells himself. He tries to brush it off, ignore it, but just as he begins to relax, he sees it. A figure, standing at his window, heart pounding. He grabs his phone, hitting record, because who would believe him otherwise? Now, we don't see the figure on camera, but something else happens, and it terrifies him to his core. This is what he caught.
Okay, look, I'm really tripping out now. Something was looking at me through the window, and I heard... I'm freaking out. There's something in this house with me. There's something in here. I'm telling you.
What at first seems like just a video of someone being paranoid is actually footage of something completely different, and that becomes clear when the kitchen items suddenly move. But even before that, the man's overwhelming sense of unease makes it obvious something strange is going on. Whatever this is, he hopes to capture more of it on camera, and if he doesn't, at least he can rest assured that this was caught. Poland is walking through a secluded forest when he stumbles upon an abandoned house. However, there's something about this place that just doesn't feel right. Oddly enough, for some reason, The owners had left most of their belongings behind, as if they had fled in a hurry. Uncertain as to why so much remains inside, the man cautiously steps forward, his mind racing. Could someone still be here? But as he explores the house, things take a terrifying turn. Watch. Out of nowhere, the house comes alive. Objects begin to move on their own, and suddenly, a music box starts playing by itself. Although the owners' names remain unknown, their pictures are scattered throughout the house, silent reminders of those who once lived here. But whoever they were, they must have left in a hurry, and for obvious reasons. The exact location of this house? Unknown. But after witnessing what happens in this video, does it even matter? Whether truly haunted or not, one thing is certain. The setting alone is enough to send chills down your spine. But of course, let me know your thoughts on this one. October 20th of 2020, a father decides to record his two sons during a playful activity. Both his kids are engaged in a playful wrestling match, with each one trying their best to beat the other. It's a tight match, as it looks like neither one can win the game. Well, that is, until one of them gets distracted. It's unclear as to what he's seeing, but his full attention is given. In fact, he's so distracted that his opponent takes this opportunity to beat him. Although capturing his loss on camera, something else was captured that neither of the kids' parents could explain. While looking at the video, the father sees this. As the father sees that his son is fixated on something, he points the camera to where he is looking, but he doesn't see what it is that's so captivating. Whether he missed it, or it simply was not visible, the camera had caught it. In the closet, a face is captured, but like something out of a nightmare, it doesn't move and stays completely still while seemingly staring at the camera. Whatever this is just stays in this corner, but when the father pans the camera to the same spot after turning away momentarily, it's no longer there. Although taken in 2020, there hasn't been any further info on this clip, yet still, no info is needed to make this footage any creepier. While there has yet to be any updates, viewers continue to speculate as to what exactly was inside this wardrobe. 2024, a certain video began circulating among the residents of a small town where something quite peculiar had taken place. Right outside someone's house, around 7 p.m., it happened. Thankfully, those who live here had caught the event on camera, surveillance footage. But the video itself? That's only part of the reason why neighbors are so concerned. Because whatever happened here, it sent someone to the hospital. And the moment people learned that, fear took hold of the entire neighborhood. What follows is what was captured. Watch. What looks like a flying object suddenly appears, striking the man from inside the house. Now it's worth noting, he's okay, but he did need a couple of stitches afterward. Strangely though, he doesn't recall what happened. The impact? It was intense. Not much else is known about this occurrence, but like most videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Just what exactly was caught on camera? Video comes from two brothers who, while home alone, captured something truly creepy on camera. It starts off with them watching TV when, all of a sudden, a mysterious noise echoes from down the hall. Now, it's worth noting, this isn't the first time they've heard something strange. According to the video's description, both siblings, along with their family, have been experiencing unusual activity in their home ever since they moved in. They know for a fact that their home doesn't have any dark history. After all, it was built not too long ago, and yet, the eerie occurrences they've experienced have only confirmed their suspicions. Something is here. There have been other creepy incidents, but the following video, by far, one of the most chilling things they've ever encountered. After hearing the noise, they cautiously approach the playroom, the very place the sound came from. As they slowly move closer, they push the door open, step inside a smaller room within, and capture something truly unsettling. I'll play the clip first, before revealing exactly what they saw. See if you can spot anything unusual in this video.
There's literally nothing in here. Look how heavy this is. Yeah. Hang on, there's nothing up here. What the crap? There's nothing in here either, look. I can hear it. It goes about halfway down the hallway. Yeah, it stopped. As we got closer. I just heard once. Like I came out and heard like, shh. That's all I heard. Yeah, but we heard it. We were sitting right up. We just sitting there. Everyone heard it. You heard it start? Yeah, we heard it start.
If you didn't see it, here's what they captured.
There's literally nothing in here. Look how heavy this is. Yeah. Hang on, there's nothing up here. Oh, there's nothing up here.
Now that's pretty creepy. But what's even creepier is that when they went back to check on the toy, its head was back in the exact position it was in when they first entered the room. The family has no idea what to make of this, and is now seeking answers from viewers. Let me know what you guys think. Could there be a logical explanation for this? Or is it possible that this family's house is truly haunted by something? Who knows? Scary Comp V101, Scary Comp V2025, haunted hospitals, creepy playhouses, doorbell ghosts, running spirits, ghost, scary videos, horror videos, haunted videos, scary inside channels, and top 10 ghost encounters. Poltergeists, EVPs, and paranormal moments caught on camera. Don't watch alone.